Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to color together in Joanna Basford's World of Flowers, and we are working on this page with my Facebook coloring group, and we are doing a color palette color along. If you haven't seen my previous videos, this is I think part 4 of a series. And today, I think we're just gonna color. I'm sharpening my pencils so that they're all nice and sharp and easy to work with. So, as you can probably see if you've been following along with all of my videos, I colored this off camera, and I finished the leaf on the other side of this flower and colored that off camera. But I posted them all with the combinations and everything to the Facebook group, and I am going to go ahead and start here with this one. I am using Pale Sage right now, and I'm just coming in here on the centers on all the center parts of the leaf. I was a little confused as to whether or not that was part of the leaf. I guess it is. Oh wow, this leaf goes all the way over here. So now that I've got my highlight color, or my lightest color, down, with this one I'm just gonna come back in and add a little more green. $9.20. The one that I just used, I don't think I mentioned it, but it was Sap Greenlight PC 120, and this is light green PC 920. And I'm gonna come in here like this and just go over this a little bit, and this color's a little bit brighter, so I'm trying to just kind of brighten up some of it. I still have the light green. Just trying to figure out how I want this to look. Okay, so now I'm coming back in with the Pale Sage, which is PC 1089. And I'm going to just kind of come back over some of this and blend these colors in. Okay, so now yesterday when I was doing this one, I got really daring and thought, what would it look like if I added in some blue? Because I kind of wanted to darken up, you know, the edges of the leaf. And so I used Electric Blue PC 1040, which is part of my color palette. And I just came in here on the edges and very lightly I'm adding some blue to it, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. And I'm starting out light, but then I start to add a little bit more pressure, but I'm still keeping my pencil sideways so that, you know, I don't make a mistake, get carried away and end up with too much pigment in there. Okay, and then when you think that you have enough, you can come and blend that back in. And I'm going to use light green PC 920, and I'm just going to kind of pull this in to the other colors. Okay, now I have my PC 1040 again, my electric blue, because right here where it is backing up and behind this flower here, I want to come in and I want to darken it up a little bit. And just around the edges of the flower. And again, I'm using very light pressure. I just want it to look a little bit shadowed. And make it look as though it is actually setting behind this flower. Just a very little bit of pigment actually makes a very big difference. Now I have PC 120, my saplight green, and I'm just going to kind of blend this in a little bit. And then of course my highlight color, my pale sage. And I'm going to come in and just make sure these are blended together nicely. Okay, so now for what is really going to make this leaf stand out, I am coming in with my Stickles. And this one I don't see a color on them. A lot of them have a color written right up here in the corner, but this one for some reason does not. But I'm going to come in with my stickles and see how I did this one here. And I just lined the stems of the flower. And when you're using these, you kind of have to have a really steady hand. And it takes a little while to dry. But if you do mess up, you can always wipe it off while it's still wet. And I did smear a little bit right there, but that's not too big of a deal to me. See, I messed up. So it just completely comes off. But look how pretty that is. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit more. Y'all can see. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really pretty. And I'll do the rest of the stickles off camera as to not make this video too long. And I think that we will go ahead and color a flower. Maybe we'll just do one of these little small flowers. And I have purples in my color palette that I haven't really used much of yet. I used some of them in this flower down here, but I've not really used much aside from that. And I used the darker purple in this flower for some of the accents. So I think maybe we'll do this one here. Let me see, am I in frame? We'll do this flower right over here. And I think purple will look really pretty behind that. I don't know exactly what I want to do yet. But how about if we start out with lavender, PC 934 lavender, and I'm just gonna come in here and kind of lay it down very lightly. So I don't want too much because I'm really not sure where I want to go with this yet. I never really know what I want to do when I start coloring. Like this one down here, I was completely lost. And it took me so long to go in and fix it and make it look the way that I wanted it to look. Try to blend two colors together that I have never done. So I have my lavender, And then I have Deco Peach PC 1013. And I'm going to come in here in the centers . Okay, so now I have my lilac PC 956. Okay, so now we are coming back with the lavender PC 934. I think some of my video may have cut out, and so right here I had went in and added some PC 107. I think my camera automatically shut off on me, but this right here on the edges, I just went around on the edges and I added in this Imperial Violet just right in here to add a little bit of depth on the sides. Know that I'm pressing very, very light when I do that. And then I came in here and I used my lilac and I just shaded all of this in, the darker color. And then as you can see, I came back in with the Imperial Violet and just emphasized the outer corners of that. But I think that turned out really pretty. It's different. You wouldn't think that these colors would actually go together, but it worked. So now I need to figure out what I'm going to do for the inside. And I think, maybe I'll come in with the tips right here with just a little bit of the Imperial Violet. And pushing very lightly on this. And I think I'm going to try something here where I come in with my blender, colorless blender. And I'm just going to pull this through. That's apparently not enough pigment. Or maybe it is. We'll come in with another color. We will try lavender. And just come in like this. And then blend that out with the colorless blender again. And then I'm going to come in with my lilac, and I am going to color in the center with a lot of pressure on that one. And then I'm going to come back in with my Imperial Violet, and I'm going to very lightly just come in and darken it up. And then go back over it again to pull that in. I think that turned out pretty. And then I'm going to use my Stickles. This color is Mermaid Tail. And I am just going to come in here and see how this looks just by doing this. It's really pretty. If you'd like to follow along and do this color along with us in Joanna Basford's World of Flowers, you can find the link in the description below to join my Facebook group, and we can continue to work on this together. There is also a video, which I'll also link for you, that shows you how to choose your color palette, or where to find the color palettes, and then how to choose the colors that go along with your color palettes. And I'll link that down in the description, and then you can join our Facebook group and find all the rest of the information you need. And there are a few videos where I've already colored some of the things on this page, like this leaf here, and I showed you how I did the petals on this flower, and I colored this flower in a video. So if you want to look for those, just go back in my channel and you will find them. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye.